Hey YouTube family, welcome back to another episode of 2A in LA. As always, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. You shouldn't take it as fact, you shouldn't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tap the notification bell and drop down a comment for your boy. I appreciate it. All right, so look, fam, let's get this episode rolling. So, in my second and third episodes, I went over my 2021 handgun and long gun collection. If you haven't seen those episodes, go back and check them out. Now, in those, I told you guys I would do kind of individual reviews on all of my guns. And so I want to make sure I get those all done before the end of the year, before I drop my 2022 gun collection. And there's still a couple guns from those videos I haven't touched on. One is my M&P Shield, so you'll be seeing the video coming up on that soon. And the second is a gun we are talking about today. All right, so this is one of the most talked about guns in the 2A community, has been for the past couple of years, and rightfully so. It brings us to the topic of today's video, is the CZ Shadow 2 the best out-of-the-box pistol on the market? Look, fam. Look, first of all, just let you check it out. Because look. Fam. Fam, bam. You know that is something else. Right? Now, look. Normally, I would tell y'all, hey, you know, these are all the modifications, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no. This is straight out the box, fam. The only thing that I've done is I've added these drop dead sexy lock grips with the blue inlay on them, if you can see that inlay, and the lock extended magazine release. Other than that, this gun is bone stock. Now, you guys know how your boy gets down. You know I'm always looking to try to find something that's going to make my gun run better, to optimize it, right? And so you may be asking yourself, well, how come you didn't, you know, drop in a new trigger? How come you didn't do something to the slider, change the slider? Why didn't you do that? Because I don't need to. That's how good this gun is out of the box, y'all. So look, before I start going on about how the gun shoots, let's just walk through the gun really quickly. This is a steel frame pistol. It's got a double action, single action trigger. A double action pull is probably right around 5 pounds or so, 5.5. Single action is probably about 2.5, 3 pound pull. So outstanding trigger. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. It's got front and rear serrations. It's got adjustable fiber optic sights. It's got a rail for a weapons light. Although this gun is primarily made for competition, it has a super high beaver tail and a great undercut, so you can get a great hold on the gun. It's a heavy pistol, so it mitigates recoil. Look, fam, it doesn't get much better than this. This gun is incredible. It's a heavy gun, like I said, so it mitigates recoil. You get that high grip. It also helps to offset, and most of the weight is in the frame. It's not in the slider. So again, all that serves to offset recoil. This gun is a descendant of like the CZ75 family of guns made for competition, and that's what I use it for. So this is my competition pistol. That's why you don't see a weapons light on it or anything. You could, if you wanted to, use it for home defense. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But I use it for competition. You'll see a lot of these out. If you go to competition, you see a lot of these out here in CZ75 pistols. A lot of people using them. Look, fam, this gun shoots so smooth. I gotta say, if you haven't shot a CZ Shadow 2, you really haven't experienced shooting at the highest level. It is unbelievably smooth. This trigger is so good. It's the closest thing to a 1911 trigger that I've seen, man. It is bomb. It is bomb, and it is incredibly accurate. So the question is this the best out of the box trigger, out of the box pistol on the market. Now, sometimes, fam, a lot of this stuff is subjective, right? And sometimes stuff is just fact. Look, fam. Look, fam. I'm going to say it is for the money. Now, some of you guys are going to be like, what? What did he just say? Y'all, because y'all know. Y'all going to be like, this is a $2,000 gun. How in the hell you going to say it's the best? How are you going to say it's the best gun for the money when it costs 2 G's? Well, look, fam, in California, it costs even more because it's not on our handgun roster. So, but what I mean by that is this. For a gun that's $2,000 or less, you are not going to find a better shooting gun out of the box. It does not exist. What makes this gun crazy is it gives you a super gun feel. If you want to know what it's like to shoot a $3,000 Atlas Works or a $4,000 Staccato, but you ain't got $4,000 money, you can get that experience for a sub $2,000 price with the CZ Shadow 2. That's what I'm saying. Like, it starts to be a matter of utility, right? Like, how much for every additional dollar that I spend am I getting back equal value, right? And so is a $3,500 Atlas Gunworks or a $4,500 Staccato, is it better than the CZ Shadow 2? Some yes, depending on the model. Some yes, some no. But let's for argument's sake say yes. And the question is though, is it $1,500 better, $2,000 better? No. No. Oh, it's not. Now look, fam, some of y'all might be like, well, how you know if it's the best pistol? Boo, 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 woo, 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 what? How do you know how it feels? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, look, fam, let's start off with the fact that I own quite a few pistols. Okay, so I've done my fair share of shooting. I don't buy junk, so I have a lot of high quality pistols in my collection, and I shoot my guns. So I've shot quite a few pistols. On top of that, even though I don't have any super pistols in my collection, I have been very blessed and fortunate to have shot a lot of super pistols, a lot of Staccatos, a few Atlases. So I've had the experience. And so that's why I can say that shooting a CZ Shadow 2 is very similar to that experience. And if you want to know what that feeling is for a sub $2,000 price, then the CZ Shadow 2 is a great, great option. Now look, fam, everybody can't afford a $2,000 pistol. And that's cool. Don't think, oh, 2A in LA says it's great and I got to figure out a way to get one. No, no, no. There are other great pistols, great competition pistols that are affordable. One that jumps right to the front of mind is the Canic SFX, TP9 SFX. That is a very affordable pistol. It is incredibly accurate. I love my SFX. It is incredibly accurate right out of the box. It is not this, but that's okay. Glock 34, another great competition pistol. I see a lot of those out when I'm competing, both. You've got your HK VP9s, which are really good. Your SIG P226s and P320s, those are really good. So look, fam, there are other options out there that are far more reasonably priced. But I say if you're going to stretch, if you're going to make a stretch, right? If you're thinking about buying that $1,200, $1,300 pistol, you may want to just say, hey, I'm going to save a little bit more for a few more months or however long it takes and pick up that CZ Shadow 2. You won't regret it in my humble opinion, right? So again, fam, it's look, we all, do what we do. We all buy what we can comfortably afford. And so there are a lot of other options out there that are less expensive that are still good. And I would say too that, look, fam, it is much more about the shooter than it is the equipment. I use this analogy in a couple of videos back about golf. The dude that comes out there with the new expensive driver and the fancy new irons and the bomb shoes and his swing is garbage. Can't play a lick. But he looks good though. So you can have somebody, they're far better shooters than me. Some dude can come with an out-of-the-box Glock 17 and outshoot me with a CZ Shadow 2 because it's just better. More experienced, better trained, whatever the case may be. So don't think that if you don't have a gun that is as expensive as this or 2011 or something like that, that you can't compete. That's BS. It's all about the shooter and training. And so whatever you lack in equipment, you can make up for in training. What better guns do is make you a little bit better. If you're a good shooter, you'll be a little bit better shooter with better equipment. That's really what it does. And with this gun, I shoot my best because it helps me. Some of my poor tendencies or whatever the case may be, it offsets those because of the way the gun is set up, the way it's built, the way it's designed. And so it helps me. And so this is why if I had to go up against a competition against somebody else, this would be the gun that I use, right? So that's it, fam. That's the CZ Shadow 2. This gun is off the chain, out of the box. And the good thing too is, I'll say this, fam, too. A lot of times we'll get our Glock or we'll get our M&P and we'll be like, oh, I got to get a better slide, or I got to get a better trigger, or I got to do this, I got to do that to make the gun, to optimize the gun, to maximize the gun's capability, right? No. This gun is more expensive, but you don't have to do jack. You don't have to do nothing. And so a lot of times we'll pay $700 or something for a Glock and then put another $500 into it for triggers and this and that and the other thing. And by the time you spent $1,300 when, you could have saved a little bit more and got this baby. And whoa. Oh, off the chain. Anyway, fam, until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.